Buttercups. Devin Booker and the Suns face the Mavs in a potential closeout game tonight in Dallas. Now, Book scored 28 points in Game 5 Tuesday. Consider this if you're a stat head. While Phoenix owns a 10-2 all-time record in best-of-7 series when they lead 3-2, so far in this series, the home team has won every matchup. Which camp do you fall into? Shannon, what do you think? Who wins Game 6 tonight in Dallas?
I mean, since Reese's is sponsoring this segment, Skip, they need to send me and you some Reese's cup. Don't you want some?
No.
We'll send me Skip some.
Okay.
We'll send me Skip some.
Okay. All right.
I'm gonna take the Mavericks at home, Skip.
Okay.
Because this has been a home series, and it looks like, and for the most, and I'm gonna take it because of Luka, and I need Luka to be somewhere, Skip, between 26 and 30. I don't need him getting to the mid-30s and to the 40s, because if he does that, Skip, that means he's handling the ball a little bit too much. And guys are standing around watching Luka. And I don't need them standing around watching Luka. I need them involved in the offense. I need Dorian Finney-Smith. And Skip, I know he ain't going to give me another 8 threes, but I can sure use 5 of them things. And I need Kleber and I need Bertans. I need them to come along, too. But I really need Jalen Brunson. If Luka's going to give me somewhere between 26 and 30, Jalen Brunson, I need you to give me somewhere between 22 and 26. That's the recipe for them to have success. And I believe if they do that, because CP3 has been relatively quiet lately. Now, he do a breakout game. Kenny Smith was explaining that CP3 moms called him and told him kind of what transpired at the game. So you know they're going to be amped up again. I don't know if CP3 is bringing family and friends back to the game, but you know the crowd is going to be rockers. They're going to be amped up. They're going to be booing Chris Paul at every chance they get. But Chris Paul normally handles situations like this like the consummate pro that he is. When you least expect it from Chris Paul, he'll go out there and give you one of those games where you get 19 in the fourth. He'll end up dropping 41 on your head. Like
see Game 6 versus Clippers at Staples a year ago.
And the Pelicans. Remember, he got the Pelicans.
The Pelicans in Game 6 at New Orleans.
But I'm expecting Luka, and I'm expecting the Dallas Mavericks to play a lot better than what they played. And Luka said, you know, everybody's tough when you're winning. Well, okay, Luka, now you said that. Now it's time for you to go out there and back that up. Now, what's concerning to me, Skip, is that they made 23s and they only won by like 8 to 10. Yeah. I don't know if they can make 23s again, but they're 15. They're gonna get the threes up. I'm gonna say the Mavs win. I'm gonna say the Mavs win by 5.
By 5.
By 5. Yeah.
Sharp.
I ain't giving you no points, so don't ask me for them. I'm just saying
we already have one case bet straight up.
Yeah.
And you don't need to give me any points because Phoenix is favored in this game by 2 points.
Well, give me the points then.
You took it. You took it yesterday.
I mean, you a gambling house. You got to at least give me the odds.
I'm not a gambling house. I'm a winner. That's what I do. I win cases.
No. You be suckering people. You don't.
I close cases. Okay. Could we please see, just to remind everybody, what Lucas said as he walked up the tunnel after the game? I just want to drive this point home, please. Everybody's acting tough when they're up.
Yeah.
That is a direct shot at one, Chris Paul, and at number 2, Devin Booker.
Number 1, Devin Booker.
Well, you could argue in reverse.
Well, I'm still talking about the jersey number. Okay, you're talking about the second. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just doing 1 and 2.
Okay.
I do not believe that, quote-unquote, Baby Bird has any Larry Bird in him, as in true tough guy. I don't think he wants to engage, but he wants to talk tough. And now it's time to play tough.
Oh, he will.
And we will see, because I told you the other day, in my lengthy career of watching and studying NBA playoff games, I don't think I've ever seen the disparity that this series has had between home and away. Because when Phoenix is at home, Phoenix just looks like they're clearly superior to Dallas. Yet when Dallas has been at home, they have looked like the better basketball team. And that they have imposed their will on the visiting team.
Yes.
And I've never seen anything quite like it. And I think that ends tonight. I believe these playoffs for Chris Paul have been one final mission to accomplish something that he's never accomplished. Because I remind you, they were up 2-0 in the finals last year, and then they lost 4 straight games.
They did.
And Book's hamstring was tweaked, if not pulled, and then he wasn't the same. And then they thought Ayton could take Giannis straight up, and that was a really bad idea for the current now coach of the year, Monty Williams. And yet, There's something about CP3 on the road in Game 6 that I'm in awe of, that I fear and love. And tonight, I'm going to love it because I think he's going to come like gangbusters. And I think he's going to play mad because of what happened to his mother and his wife and his children.
Is Scott Foster officiating the game?
I don't know who it is. I haven't heard yet. But I told you yesterday I was a little concerned about Jay Crowder because he banged his shoulder the other night, but they said he is scheduled to.
Okay.
He says he's going to play.
Right.
I'm sure it's sore, but he is a tough guy. So I'm going to trust that he's going to give all that he's got to give. But in the end, it's about the stars in this game.
Yeah.
And I think there are 2 on the Phoenix Suns to 1 on Dallas. And I do love Jalen Brunson. He's got guts, but he has to play subservient to Luka because Luka is going to lead the game in usage.
Yeah.
He's going to have the ball in his hands the most. And what killed you in Game 5 in Phoenix was he had 2 assists. That's incomprehensible.
Exactly.
He's obviously a gifted passer of the basketball. Well, it's almost he rolls out of bed and he's already got 2 assists.
All you got to do is go look at the first 2 games. When he dribbling the air out of the ball, he has great numbers, but they lost. All of a sudden, he takes a little step back, not a big one, a little one, and now he allows Jalen Brunson, now he allows Finney-Smith to come along with him on his ride. Yep. That's the way he needs to play. He doesn't need to be a James Harden when he was in Houston, dribble. I got to get this 45. Okay, no. You got to have one guy, Skip, today's game, the teams are too good. One guy, it used to be a guy could dominate a series.
Yep.
You can't play well enough without getting help from the auxiliary players and beat a team. And that's what Phoenix is. That's what Boston is. That's what you got to have these auxiliary guys to come along with you. And Luka needs to understand that because, Skip, you see that high scoring average, but he's only advanced 1 time. Why? Because you don't allow the other guys to come along with you to the dance.
I agree. I need 30 points tonight from Chris Paul. And I know he's 37. He just turned 37, so he's LeBron's age now. But I need 30, but I need 20 in the second half because that's what he's been doing in Game 6s. You know what I know?
Oh, yeah.
He'll just take over maybe mid-third quarter.
Especially the fourth quarter.
Takes over. And when he gets that little mid-range going, he starts bouncing people off him because he is stout now.
Yes.
He can just bounce you off and go up.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's a leaper, but he can create space and shoot that little mid-range. And when he gets that going, it is lethal. And when Phoenix decides to play defense, which they don't always decide, but when they decide, they're a very
Well, they
good
definitely decided the other night because what you call it was playing passing lanes like crazy. Mikal Bridges was playing these lanes, and even Cameron Johnson got into the act. You're right, but Skip, I just think at home, I just feel that this is going to be a home-and-home series, that whomever have the last game at home, that's the team that's probably going to win this series. And because Phoenix has Game 7 in their building, I think Mavericks make this the Game 7. They're going to push this to Game 7.
Okay, I'm fascinated to see what happens tonight, but I'm not going to bet against Chris Paul. Devin Booker comes and goes for me. He's usually a little better at home than on the road, but I think it's just a Chris Paul special. And by the way, DeAndre Ayton on offense has been having his way.
Yeah.
Seriously. I mean, he's been virtually unstoppable.
Well, they don't have anybody that can guard him. And see, the reason why they were able to beat Utah is because Rudy Gobert is non-existent on offense.
Yep.
DeAndre Ayton can post. Now, although one time he had a dunk and somehow he turned it into a jump hook and Devin Booker threw his hands up, but he still has an offensive game. He can play with his back to the basket. He can put the ball on the floor and get to the rim. And he plays good defense. Now, he's not the defensive guy that Rudy Gobert is, but he's more of an offensive threat. And so that's why they're at because Powell, I mean, who you gonna put on Powell? You can't. Boban's not gonna play, and Kleber is a perimeter guy. So he has an advantage if he uses it to his advantage.
Yep. I got the visiting team. Money's on Chris Paul. Case is on Chris Paul.
Luke ain't gonna let it happen.
Nope.
Baby Bird ain't gonna let that happen.
He's got no Larry Bird in
He got all that Larry Joe in
He
it.
does not.
Larry Joe.
No, that's blasphemy.
Guys, Luka is
Larry Joe
0-2
Bird.
when facing an elimination game. So we'll see if he can break his streak tonight.